Welcome to Soft Life Chronicles. I want to thank everybody who has viewed my first videos. I've got what I call overwhelming support and responses. I got a lot in my inbox, and a lot of the people that I talked to were just letting me know that they would love to go home, but there is some challenges with that. And I just found it fitting today that we kind of talk about at least the top 5 issues that are preventing people from going back home. The first thing that came up, top of the list, is people still have children. They're still in school, so they want to make sure that they are set up before the parents go back home. The second thing is that our life revolves around work. A lot of people are saying, what am I going to do about work? I think the privilege of living this artificial financial cushy life that we have is also kind of preventing us from going back home, because we do have that opportunity, that privilege of living off of credit. Then that also poses that challenge that the more things that we want to acquire, the more credit that we have, and then the more hours that we have to work, and then our life just revolves around work, because we try to go home, go to sleep so we can wake up early, go to work. If we are 4-day vacation, we go to vacation. 3-4 days we rest, so we go to work. So our life just revolves around working and paying for those bills. So that was another thing, that financial obligations that we have managed to create for ourselves. It's a privilege that we have that opportunity, but at the same time, it's kind of putting us down so that we just remain in the same situation, going back and forth with the same thing. Because, we rest, so we go to work. We go on vacation, so we rest and go to work. We go to sleep early, so we go to work. Can you hang out today? No, I have to go back to work. So work is one thing that is also preventing people to think about going home, or even making that decision to go home. And thirdly, a lot of people were frustrated about these failed business ventures that we have done back home. Most have sent money back home. They've started chicken businesses, goat rearing businesses, and nothing really pans out. People are just frustrated that their efforts are not bringing in any profits. So people are like, why should I even go? I've tried to do this, nothing is working. But it's true. Things are different. People are different. The people we left 20 years ago, 15 years ago, or 2 years ago are no longer the same people that we left, and we are no longer the same people that we were when we left. So that's a dynamic that has to be talked about. I think we'll dive deeper into that in another episode. But that's one of the issues that people are saying, I'm not going back. I've been burned so many times. And another reason why people are not going back is because of the feedback that we get from our relatives and friends on the ground. Most are saying that people are saying, don't come back, Shaka Oma, this time it's very difficult here, you won't make it, things are hard. And then we also have to look at that with a grain of salt, because when we are in the diaspora, we are the ones that are financing a lot of things that are going back home. We are helping with school fees, helping building things. If somebody in emergency in the family, we are the people that they depend on. So most of the people, most of the issues, it's going to be that dynamic of when you go, where are you going to fit? Where are you going to fit in the family dynamic? Where are you going to fit in your friend circle? Are you still going to have the same friends that you had when you left? And depending what relationship, is that a benefactor, beneficiary kind of relationship? Is it an honest relationship? So people are just kind of saying, they don't want to deal with all those things. So that's another reason why people are not wanting to go home. And another reason is the obvious reason that people just cannot go for, and we'll talk about that later. They are stuck here. There's no way for going, because then you won't be able to come back. So that's another reason why people are not going home. And another reason why people are not going home is the keeping up appearances. Because as in diaspora, it's perceived that, coming from diaspora, you'll have this endless resources. You have this amount of money that's never going to end. So if then you're not careful, you'll be called murungu, and then you're just pumping out money. And some people also are not going home because that image, people are not able to sustain that image for long, because it's an artificial image. It's not a reality. So you are welcomed when you get there, and I think I'm speaking for many to say, yes, when you get there, people welcome you and all that, but after, to a certain degree, after 2-3 months, I think people will start asking questions when they are going back. So you need to be able to be somebody when you go back home, because there's that saying that say, they've been in diaspora for 20 years, but when they came back with nothing. But then, which is kind of very cruel and very hard to say, because we know people in diaspora work day and night, 50-60 hours a week, working 2, 3, 4 jobs to just make ends meet, and then making ends meet, supporting also people back home. So it's something that we have to do. We've been raised to be part of families, and we do that. But that's one of the reasons that people are not going back home, because they are saying they don't have something to show that you were in the diaspora. So, I would like to hear what is it that people, when you go back, people will be like, yeah, they have something. What is that something? They have something. What is that something that people need to show that I've been in diaspora? What is that token that shows that you've been in diaspora? Because now then diaspora is viewed as a pedestal, I guess. But there's a lot of challenges being in diaspora. So when we do decide to go back home, I think what is important is to establish on the ground before you just jump in and go. Because there are stories of people who just go to diaspora with loads and loads of money, and 6 weeks later that money is gone and they don't have anything, or they just want to go and start raising 10,000 chickens, and before you know it, that business is gone. So I think before you decide to go, if you decide to go, obviously to be your own boss, or to start, there's this thing back home now about projects. Everybody's doing projects. So if you do decide to do a project, be it agriculture, be in that chicken business, I think you should be just testing the waters, making sure you identify people on the ground, in starting small, starting small, maybe with the 15 or 20 chickens, if you want to do chicken business, and see how that works, what goes into raising chickens, so that when you go on the ground, you'll be well educated. You have, whatever decisions you make, you have an informed decision on how that particular business works. Other people are doing greenhouses, same thing. Just find someone on the ground who you can trust, who is going to give you that information and get you educated on that. So having said that, I'm appealing to anyone who comes across my channel to kind of, if you are able to, if you know anybody, a contractor, anybody, electricians, plumbers, builders, roofers, or anybody who knows where to buy land, things like that, just to facilitate the relocating, just to put them down below so we can reach out to them. Because what I wanted to do is just to come out with like a registry of contractors, trusted contractors that have done work, and that people can reach out to, so they can also do that type of work. And lastly, I would like to say, if you decide to relocate, I think it's always good to surround yourself with people that have done it before. Form like a little support group where you meet other people that have relocated, and that find out how they are living back home, what were their challenges, and also just learning from those people how they did it, so we can follow in their footsteps. So if you have any comments, if you please leave them for me down below. And thank you again for listening to my video. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and also follow for more. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.